Hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're working on another page in the Grungy Sunflower Journal. We've got another page here of the Sneaky Peek Winter Journal that I made. And this set of pages in this altered book was yet another 2 pages on the outside. I had 2 pages in here that you fold under. And you're cutting off the edges so you don't have that extra bulk. And then I just covered it with this pretty little colored paper that I had. And I've only got a line of glue coming out like that. So I have a tuck up here, down here, over here, and under here. So I had a tuck on all 4 edges, which is great. You got the pretty background. And then yet another one of the Corey Dahman thumb pull, scraps, whatever you want to call that. We'll do one more here. This one doesn't lay down as well. There's a trick to doing an altered book. You gotta, when you're gluing these pages down, you gotta lay it down all the way like that. And maybe I just didn't do it right that day. But it's a very short little tuck. And we have my favorite lantern in there. And one of the pages from the other kit was in there. I put Wiley like a fox. So I did little fox things here. And then over here I've got a few cards in a short pocket. And there's a couple of pretty deer. And I even wrote on the back of there. I was doing some good journaling back then, wasn't I? I don't do any journaling now. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too busy. I also have this pretty edge here. It was a ribbon I got somewhere, and it's got a light blue with a snowflake cut out. It's really pretty. All right, let's get to the main attraction. As you see up above me, I've got a little bit more die cutting that I did with some flowers on some scrap paper. I got around to putting my yellow ink in, so I got to print out some pages that I want to show you. And this came in the little box with the ink cartridges. So you know I'm going to be using that. I'm going to spray up on it and everything and get it nice and grungy. I'll probably wrinkle it up and do all kinds of fun stuff to it. Now here's what I got for certain pages. Most of them are vertical. So I've got to figure out how I want to work that. If it's just going to be a cover for the back of another page. Some of them I did both sides, so they're going to be standalone. So they're going to be in there somehow by themselves. I went ahead and did this one, though. I'm probably going to grunge it up some more. It's just too yellow. And I thought that was kind of pretty. That's like really, really neutral. It's got like a little vine on it. This one here, it's about Elizabeth and her German garden. But I'll grunge it up a bit more. I've yet to do some ripping and stuff on the edges of my pages in the journal. This is a really good grungy page. And so I've got a lot more to do to my journal. Now this one was the sunflower kit that I had. I've already done a journal on it. And I've got a flip through in my videos way back when. And anyway, I thought that was really pretty. I might try to get her in there. And then I've got the black. Since it had the darks and the butterflies like the cover does. And see, she's got a butterfly up here. I thought that would work in well. Now this one I printed the other day. I just did the one side. That's when I didn't have any yellow. And it kind of came out. But I'm going to do some ripping. I'm going to rip this out and put it somewhere. I'll probably rip that out and put it somewhere. Same with this. Same with that. So I'm going to Frankenstein it. Take it apart and Frankenstein it. All right, what are we working on? I also printed this. This is on some cardstock, but I do have to spray it. But I thought I could put these numbers in there somewhere. You'll see why it would be incorporated after I show you what we're going to do today. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this page here. It was this side and this side. And it was one whole page. I actually did cut a little bit off of this. Just a little bit. Maybe a quarter of an inch, half an inch. But this is going to become a pocket. You can see this side that I've already done. This is a big tuck right here. I put a large paper clip there, a little bit of that chicken wire stuff, a button with some of that scrappy lace on it. I have a stamp back here and a die cut here. This is some of my washi tape that I put there. So I had some yellow and some sunflowers and then one of those numbers. This is a little stencil that I had that was actually with my Halloween stuff, but I thought, that kind of looks like a sunflower, so we're going to use it. All right, and on this side, I did this little tuck. I don't know if I've got anything to tuck in there, but you tuck it in like that, and you can see through the hole of this leaf, you can see 1913, and then you can see a membership card underneath of it. So it's just like a little very tuck there. And then some more of that sunflower kind of stencil that I had. I don't know. I'm probably going to put a pocket here. I'm still debating on exactly what will go on that side. But this is the side we're working on today. And this piece right here, like I said, is to go down like this. I've already inked this edge because it's going to be seen on this side. So I wanted to have something there that you're not going to see the ugly. And I want to thank everybody for coming to visit, for coming to join me, for having interest in what I'm doing. And I really, really appreciate it. Here we go. This here is the stencils. You can get a pack of stencils to do the letters and the numbers. And I've had some. Well, I'd already done some inking through to ink pages in books. I think you even see some in some of my flip throughs that I did. So anyhow, I went ahead and glued these together. Maybe a half of an inch. Not that. It just depended. And then I took them and put them in my splat box and I sprayed them. I have some mica spray on it. You can see the real pretty glitter. I actually did ink on it with some black before I even put them together. And then I did some vintage photo and I think some hickory smoke. That's what this white one is. It really adds a contrast. I really like that. Okay, so the idea here, I saw something that Louise Hansel did in one of her journals, and I really liked it. I think it was one of her recent ones she just did a flip through on. But the idea is I'm going to put this here. I'm thinking it's going to be a tuck, actually. I'm still thinking on that. I think I'll leave it open so it can be. I'm not all that crazy about the number color behind here. So I've got some gold paint. And we're going to take a spongy over there. And we're just going to sponge behind where these numbers are going to come through to. I don't know if that's, it might look good just color on color like that. But I kind of wanted a little more of a contrast. So here is a sponge. I'm going to just put some of this paint on here and we'll see what we can do. If it'll come out. Ooh, probably need to be shook up a little bit, but oh well. Let me find something to dab it off on. I'll use my box here. That was my ink cartridge box. Alright, so we're going to lay this right here so we kind of have an idea where the numbers are going to be. And most of this is going to be up underneath of here. So we aren't going to have to worry about, it showing outside of where we want. All right. Let's see what that did. Let's see. Is that in the right spot? Oh, I kind of like that. I did need some more right here on this too. All right. Oh, and on the 3 and the 4. Okay. There we go. My 1. I just didn't do it far enough. Okay, I think that's good enough. Just throw that in there. And we are going to go ahead and stick this down. I had to do this first before I actually glue it down to this page here. that's the problem. I wanted to put brads in the corners. That's how I'm going to secure this. I picked out these cool little brads right here. And so we want to, and I do need to ink this. I didn't ink that up. Usually I try to do all this stuff ahead of time. I'm only going to be seeing this outside edge, so that's the only part I had to really ink. Alright, that's good. I also have a die cut here that I cut out. I have a leaf here that's got that glitter paste on it. And I have this over here. And I wanted to show it to you. This is a piece of that lace that I've been playing with. I had this piece that was a rip-off of when I was doing some of the bindings on some other journals way back. So I got in here and I'm going to do X's. And I did like little X's going down through here. And you can see I'm just going on the back side. And I'm just going to sew a little X in there just to give it something. I also have an X that I'm going to put on the outside here, about right in here. And I shouldn't have threw my sponge away because I'm going to need it. I could dig it back out. Alright. And that's what we're going to do for there. And then if you want to finish this off, you can usually go up underneath of these pieces. Hopefully this is going to be glued down so it'll secure it even more. So there we go. Oh. And then I'm going to trim it. Like that. All right. And then we're going to take and figure out where our things are going to go. I know this was going to go about right in here. And then I had the leaf for here. And then the little piece here was to go up through there to hide that line. So somewhere up in here, if I had some little X's, I think that would go good. Now I have the little X stencil in here. And that's what we're going to use. This is one of my little Halloween stencil mixed media kits. And we're kind of just going to set that right up in here and see what happens. Get a little bit more paint on here and see what happens. I don't know if I've got enough in here. If not... Oop, it's giving me a little bit of an impression. I need a little bit more on here. Afraid to squeeze too hard, too. Alright, let's see what we can do. Dibby, dibby, dibby. Oh, yeah, that's good. That gives you something to look at. Something different. I don't know if I wanted that even Steven. Let's go up here and do one there. Yeah, that's a little varied. I didn't want it to be so neat and square. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, now I've made a mark on each corner where I want my hole to be for the brad. And I'm going through my different levels here. And securing it down to this base here. Alright, let's go ahead and put our brads in. The only thing with the brad, you're going to have to... Ooh, that's some thick paper. You're going to have to spread the legs to where they're not going to be showing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll work. We also need to cover the brad legs. I believe. Yeah. Well, maybe not. I mean, they're going to be on the outer edges. We're not going to worry about it because... You know, I was thinking about something being slid into that pocket, but I don't think it's going to have any effect on whatever goes in that pocket whatsoever. Okay. Actually, I may have to put a piece of paper. That one didn't want to go in. On this one edge where I'm going to put this piece of scrappy lace. And... I have a piece that I wanted to show you. It's a belly band that I did off camera. I just like to play sometimes, and I just was going to town the other night. My feet were bothering me, so I said, let me play and stand on them and make them quit being a butthole. Oh, feet sometimes just can't take it. I can't take it. All right. So what we want this to be here. We want this to be here. And I guess I'm going to glue it in. I'm still trying to debate how to do that. I think what I'm going to do is glue it to this page, put a little liner paper behind it, and I think that's how we're going to fix that issue. All right, let's put a little fabric tack, and I'll put that along right here. The main reason is because it goes down past the thumb pull hole, but the thumb pull hole is really only on the other side. It's not really on this side. Oop, I need to pull that down a little bit. All right, let's see how I got it on this side. Oop, yeah, I still wanted to see my little X's. That's why I was checking. All right, let's put a little bit more glue right here and readjust this. There we go. I like the green here because of, and I'm going to have to readjust some more. I like the green because, you know, sunflowers have the green leaves. And I thought that would be a good good main color to have in this set of pages. All right, yeah, that's good right there. I got a little bit of that sticking out, but, you know, I think we're okay with that. Let's just cut it. There we go. Works. Okay, now I've got to find me a piece of paper to go right back here, just over this edge, just so it's a smooth transition. Okay, I found this little piece of yellow that was left over from me doing something else. Of course, these are all cut-offs from making pages for this journal. I like to reuse. I really want to thank all my new subscribers and viewers and all my faithful subscribers and viewers. It's really, really helping me out and making me happy to see that I'm putting out content that you're enjoying. I really try to think of what you might want to see. I mean, I'm not really good at grunge, let me tell you that. But I really am enjoying what I've been doing. I forgot this one little thread here needs to go up underneath here. All right, there we go. It almost got away from me. So yeah, I really want you to know how much it means to me to have your support and your views and your likes and comments, all of the above. All right, I got a little bit of a piece sticking out there. We're good with that. Now, I need to put down this to the back page, and then we'll finish decorating it. So it's going to be like this. Let me see if I can get that up far enough for you to see. Yeah, I need to be out here to the edge. And I need to have a little bit of a gap there so we can have our fold for the signature nice. And I'm putting fabric tack because I'm hoping for a good strong seal. This is a thick paper. I think it was a watercolor paper or something I was using and experimenting. I'm pretty sure I was experimenting. All right, let me start over here and put it where it's going to go. On this end, about like that. Make sure my top, my bottom's pretty even. There we go. Oop. Let's push it down. Make it secure. Oop. I think I had a little bit coming out somewhere. Let me see. Oh, well, for one, this page is not straight. So that means I've got to pull it out a little bit more on the bottom. Yeah. Let's see if that helped it. Oh, much better, much better. Okay. Let me wipe that. Let me wipe this. Remember, grunge? If we get a little bit of a goo somewhere, that's okay. It's a grunge. All right. I do probably need to trim that just a tad. Just a tad. Just so that white piece isn't showing. All right. Then we'll go across here with this. There. Like I said, I still have a little bit of grunging up on these pages to do. I'm probably going to get in here and dig at them with a fingernail file and a few other things just to be able to put more ink on it, that kind of stuff. All right, we are going to cap that glue and get this one out. And we're going to finish our decorations on this page. Oh, it's a nice, beautiful day out here today. We've been having Indian summer. We usually do. And it's a good thing. Oh, I think I got that the wrong way. I got that the wrong way. There we go. I wanted the words mostly to be showing, to give a little bit of color to the page. All right, then we have our leaf that we need to put down. Oops. This is one of those fragmented leaf dies from Tim Holtz. They make some great little pieces of focals for your pages. You can get in there and you can do whatever you wanted to your paper to grunge it up. The more grunge on this type of thing, the better. All right. I think I'm going to put that right there. And then we're going to push it down with this. It still stands out a little bit. And then we have this, which is real flimsy. So I really got to watch what I'm doing here. I've seen people put glue on the back of their hand, like with real intricate little things. I used to watch, I think it was called Create and Craft. It was like an English-based show. We used to have it on our TV, and, you know, I don't know what happened. I guess they quit showing it in the U.S. All right, now what I want to do is place this right up through here on that line. There. Now I got to put it down. There we go. Okay, I think that side is done. And oh, no, I got one more little thing. All right, I've got these little tiny safety pins of Tim Holtz. I have not used the things hardly at all. So I said, well, you know, I saw Louise Hansel using them on something. And so I am going to put them here. And that's what the whole purpose of this is. Because we're going to go in here with a couple of our little paper clips. I mean, not paper clips, safety pins. And we're going to put them down. Just like that. Just to have a little bit more metal on the page. And to give it a little more interest. And we're just going to do a little double whammy right here. And I thought about beads, and then I thought, you know, no, beads are too pretty. So, this is our page that we just got done. And it's still a tuck. Wait a minute, let me find a piece of paper. Oh, let me find something to use as a journal card. Okay, here we go. So, you can go in like this underneath of it. And although this little bit right here is stuck down, it's almost belly band. It just depends on how you might want to use it. I think it's pretty if you put something underneath of it to shine through like that. That's pretty cool. But we have our green out here that goes with our green in here, and a little bit of green on there. So it all kind of ties in together. Got a little bit of interest on the background. And then we got our other side, which has our pretty little button. Of course, another tuck spot. That's all the way under on lower and upper. And then on the back side, we had another tuck right there. So, and then here you can see where the interest is for this big tuck on the side. All right, that page is done, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, here is another idea that I saw Miss Louise Hansel do. And it's going to be a quick one, so you don't have to worry about being too long. But what we have here, I have some more of the chicken wire. I have another one of the leaves. And what I did with this leaf is I took a bottle of my spray, distress spray, and I kind of rubbed it around the outside edge. And then I rubbed it around each of the holes that's inside of there. You can probably see it better on that side. To give it the decayed look, and to also make it kind of pop out a little bit, because it was hiding. It wasn't being seen very well. Okay, this here, we're going to use this die cut, because it went really well with the copper chicken wire. Now, the way she had done it, Louise, is she had these pages from one of her, gosh, what do you call it? The sticker books. Here we go. Like this sticker book. I got actually two of these. I got the new one from this year, and I got the old one from last year. So I had a bunch of these pages in here. And one of them I used a lot of the things out of. And I think this one I didn't use as much. So you had all these pages of the words. And what she did, she had a die cut of a Christmas tree, because it was for her Christmas journal that she did for Tim. But I decided to just use this, and I'm going to make a pocket. It's just going to be a tall pocket that's going to go on, I believe, this page. I think that is what I decided to go right here, is a tall pocket. And so I got in there, and of course I sprayed it. I sprayed it with, vintage photo. I think some walnut stain. I think I see the, hickory smoke, because you can kind of see it sticking out. And I did a little mica spray on there as well. And I think I went behind and did something real dark here in the corners. So, I've got it already marked out here. So, I'm going to cut that down. And then we're going to stick it to our page. Now, I've got the other side here I can do something with. Now, don't get kind of weirded out because, some of these are missing. Well, that was one of the things that she did. I'm still smearing a little bit. She actually got in there and pulled out the negative and pulled that out. But I don't know that I want to do that, because this is really shiny paper, and it took a long time for this to dry. And I don't know that I want to have that negative look. I like the grungy, So we're going to stay with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue it down. I'm going to actually use this because of it being shiny, sort of, on the back side here. I'm using this piece of craft cardstock to be my base. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a window, or a frame, I guess you could call it, around the outside edge. Okay. I'm going to go down here in this corner and put it down. There. Ooh. And it squeeged out, boy. Squeeged out. Yeah. Now, I actually don't really like that. That little bit still seeing there. I'm going to put... a little bit of glue right there, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some from this one that got sprayed, and I'm going to go in there with it, like that. Just like that. Now I need a real short one. Maybe this one. There. That actually gave it a little bit of contrast, didn't it? Yeah. Let's see what else I can do here. Give me a little bit of contrast all the way up and down through here. But probably just on the outside edges, because I do have a little focal that's going to go in here. So I don't want to waste what I don't need to. Okay. One right here, I think. Although that one's not got much of a difference to it. Okay, this says the hallowed spot. So we're going to use that one at the very bottom. Okay. Oh. Why not have it a little spooky? The appearance of evil. We don't need that one. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to use our regular wet glue, and we're going to put down, I think first we want to put down this one. I'm going to let this dry before I cut it out. Yeah, I want to put that one down. No, I need to put that one down first, don't I? Have the pointy part going up. There we go. And we're going to put that one down here. And we're going to put this one down here. Yeah, I kind of like that. See, I've got the black. I've got sort of the orange. Okay, let me get this piece down. I'll be right back. Okay, that was the most painstaking one. So we're going to go ahead and put the other pieces down here. Probably when this video comes out, it will be probably right at Thanksgiving or right after. So I want to wish everybody that celebrates Thanksgiving to have a great time with their families and enjoy themselves. Have a lot of great food. I hope you have some good cooking to do and some great leftovers. I've got a couple dishes myself to make and a dessert. And I'm going to go to my mother-in-law's. And I'm going to actually make double dishes so I can give some to my parents who are next door here. So I'll be fixing for them as well. But, yeah. Fun. We have a little bit of a drive. It's up in Rockbridge County, but, you know, it's about an hour, a little over an hour away to get up there. I don't go up all the time. I mean, I usually only go up on holidays. I'm a bad daughter-in-law. I'm sorry. Mom has me running 24/7, usually to doctors for her. And then I just kind of like to hang around the house. I'm a homebody mostly. Just read my books, watch some movies, do some videos, watch some videos. You know how it is. Okay, and what we're going to do, I got some goo on here. It's a good thing I got the old pad down. Now what we're going to do is just hand cut it right up through here. And I'll have this piece to use for something else. More than likely another pocket of some sort, a tuck. I'm going to actually do some inking on the edge here to give it some grunge. And I still have my little belly band I got to show you. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go as yet. Because I've got some more pages I got to make up. But I always think of a belly band as something, you know, it's customary. You've got a certain amount of things that you want to put in your journal. You definitely want to have pockets. Either a vertical or a horizontal belly band, or both. It could be both. And then you have tucks. Tucks are nice. You have, what I said, pockets. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else. Definitely tags. I mean, you gotta have something to fill up all of those areas as well. You want to have some interest. You can have a little paper clips, you know, the altered paper clips. Those are good. Oh, this is a little on the tall side. We'll be chopping that off. Okay. That won't hurt a bit. He didn't feel it. All right, now we're going to take this and go on the outside edge here and glue this down. And we'll have us a nice tall tuck. And the good thing with a tuck is you don't have a dimension, a width that you have to go by. See, I can go further out than the edge of this tuck or pocket, whatever you want to call this. So that's a good thing. So tucks are great. Let me show you what I mean. Like I can tuck it in here. So I could have something sticking out. Oh, sticking out all the way across. And I'm not hindered by the width here because of the way it got glued down. Ooh, I got a little bit of grunge there. All right. Let us go and see what we accomplished here today. And then we're going to have a belly band to look at. And then we're going to say goodbye. So here's the pocket we just did. Of course, these are not going to be side by side. So this is going to be totally on its own. It might be across from something that will reflect these colors. That'll be good. We have this little tuck on that side. We have the cute little paperclip tuck on this side. And we have this tuck on this side with a great big pocket. I forgot the pocket. All right. Then we have this. And I made this by taking 2 tags that Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy gave me. She gave me a whole handful of these little craft colored tags. So I put 2 together. You can kind of see the line right there. And I cut it to be 8.5 tall. And I did some of that stenciling I was telling you about with the stencils we used over there. So here's the 4. There was the 3. There was a 1. And then I took these die cut letters and cut them out. And it says grunge all the way down. So I've got these to use somewhere else. Yay. I took my little Baltimore yellow tag I fixed up the other day. And part of a ticket and put in here on either side. And the little daisies. They kind of look like a sunflower. So I thought, oh well, why not? And I have these 2 edges that I glued down through here as well. So I thought that turned out kind of cool. It'll be really nice on a page. That was also a little bit of an idea I got from Louise Hansel as well. You know, the cutout. I guess with the letters, or the numbers especially. So, I hope you got some good ideas today. And you have a great, great holiday. And I will see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.